YouTube. Hello, what's going on? It's your boy, Haroni Macaroni, aka Buddha, in the building. Joining you again to look at, you guessed it, more tier lists. Just making my rounds, doing what I do best, and that is read on a website. So we're moving on to tier 2 characters. We're going to start with Demon Blade Shin, or in-game, he's known as Flame Blade Shin. A lot of people, I would say, would argue that Flame Blade Shin should be in tier 1, but we're going to take a little in-depth look at him to see if there's a reasoning that we can spot as to why he's bumped down on the wiki. He is a variant of our boy Godslayer Shin, and the wiki gives him a 9 out of 10. Orbit, we have learned, is progression through the story. How effective they're going to be carrying you through the general quest / story that Adis is constantly releasing. High difficulty, he's an S, and arena, he's a double S. Here's a simple evaluation. Physical attacker specializing in fire, up to 8,000 damage cap, which is very good. And then he's strong against the type God, which God types run rampant throughout the best of the best characters. Divine Beast Ray, Shinto Lily, you got G Lukiel. So Shin is going to be a very nice counter to those units in arena, which is why I'm guessing he's a double S. Here are his skills. I don't even want to try and pronounce that. Rakshasa. Continuous fire type attacks on medium range enemies, changes to darkness when the enemy's flame resistance is higher than darkness. Whoa! So this is an attack that can change its attribute depending on your enemy. That's kind of insane to me. Very cool. So his first attack can basically be a 2-for-1. You get the best deal out of the two, which is very nice. Special skill 2 is just called Demon. Continuous fire type attacks on medium range enemies, changes to darkness when the enemies... Oh, this is a common theme throughout all his attacks. So if you have a lower fire resistance, you're going to be attacking with the flame attribute. If the enemy has a lower darkness resistance, it then switches to darkness attacks. I like that a lot. Akatsukijin. Akatsukijin. Oh god, I'm butchering these pronunciations, so I'm so sorry. Continuous fire type attacks on a wide range of enemies, changes to darkness when the enemy's flame resistance... Yep, we already know this. We know this, so Homeboy is giving you a 2-for-1, pick the best deal. Very cool. And his super special move or ultimate is Rakudo Rolling Wheel. Powerful continuous attack with a flame attribute on a single enemy. Obviously changes to darkness if the resistance for fire is higher. Very sick animation. Old school samurai art vibes. I like it a lot. Here are his traits. Sword Demon Godblade, or Go Blade. I'm assuming that means Godblade. At the start of battle, defense and mind are reduced by 15%, and the reduced amount is multiplied by 1.25 and added to strength, avoiding physical and magic attacks with a probability very similar to the arc that we just got. So not the arc, like I mentioned, but the arc reward I'm looking at, Doom Dozer. If you can equip this hammer, it subtracts a percentage from int and mind and then adds it over to strength. So it just reminded me of that effect right there. And his second trait, when physically attacking with one sword equipped, critical rate plus 3%, crit rate plus 20%, crit damage upper limit plus 2,000. Oof. So you definitely don't want to equip Doomdozer's hammer onto him. You just want him with one sword so you can take advantage of this nasty ability right here. Here's some commentary. Physical attacker specializing in fire attributes. Yes. If you acquire skills such as attack up, critical up, dignified starite, and pirate feast with arc, the strength of Oni Blade Shin will further be enhanced. No cap. Except for right here, damage limit increased by 8,000. Increases his limit by 8,000 in total depending on his traits and skills. It can only be activated when one weapon is equipped, but is a very powerful character, so very useful to not dual wield with Shin. Just leave him. Give him one sword. And just chilling. Check out the website if you want to check these skill composition recommendations that the website gives. I think when I can start doing in-depth analysis on individual characters, what I'll probably do is go through these skill compositions, but I still feel like we're quite a ways away from being able to do that. It looks like the people rate him 8.5 out of 10. All right, next up, looking at my boy Zykes. Cool dude, man. He just doesn't give an F in the stories, from what I've seen. Wiki gives him a 9 out of 10 in Orbit. He's in Double S, High Difficulty S, Arena S, so just a solid character. Physical attacker specializing in attacking from behind. Obtaining items with a probability when attacking from behind. High break performance and active in boss battles. So kind of a useful character for farming. Here's his first special skill, Balker Raven, a continuous attack that quickly cuts enemies in the front middle range and launches them into midair to knock them down. Very sick looking, very fast paced character. Azot Front, continuous ice based attacks on medium ranged enemies. Really now? So he's an ice character? He's an ice style? Interesting. And Sandscream, a continuous attack of no tree attributes that launches a medium range. So he's doing multiple elements for his attacks. His ultimate move, Void Crisis, powerful continuous attack of darkness on a single enemy. Very, very cool looking. Zykes is, yeah, he's got the 2 blades going on. He's just a little badass. Looking at his traits, his first one, Ginkage Opposition. Power of physical attacks from behind is increased by 50%. That's pretty big. And attacks from the front will become back attacks with a probability. Does that mean he will teleport to the back, or you just get that effect if there's a chance you can get that damage boost when attacking from the front? Trait 2, Void Movement. You can now avoid physical attacks with a probability and instantly move to a random position on the stage when the avoidance skill is activated. So if you avoid the physical attacks, you're going to teleport to a random position on the stage. So Zykes is just going to be all over the place if you're using him. He's going to be flying across the screen every which way. Here's the commentary. If you make a physical attack from behind, you will get an item with a probability. Zykes' self-learning skill, Trick Rest, can be used to acquire items by attacking from behind. Unlike Kaido, Robin is an excellent character that can contribute to collecting materials without training because it is an initial acquisition. Okay, so Kaido Robin is Phantom Robin, who I know is also a very effective character for farming mats, but it looks like Zykes has his own benefits just as well. Damage increases when attacking from behind. We know this. We know this. Skills you can acquire that can produce high firepower, sudden strike, backflash, and reverse cross, I imagine, are all looking big damage numbers when you're attacking from behind. Oh, look at this. They even compare the two with item collection method. Attack from behind, and then Phantom Thief Robin is just a critical occurrence. So Ginkage and critical up. Probability to increase skill. So with Zykes, your only chance of getting increased items drops is if you're attacking from behind, which there are no skills that help you attack from behind. That's purely placement of the character. With Phantom Thief Robin, you can add all of these skills just to get his critical rate as high as possible, so you can have items dropping left and right, I'm imagining. The people give him a 7.8 out of 10. Interesting. This first guy loves him, gives him a 10 out of 10, but then there's a couple 8s, a 1. Bruh, that was not necessary. Homeboy right here was very salty, but they got a lot of upvotes. It was helpful. He got 15 votes on that. Huh. I would say more accurate, I think he's looking like an 8, 8.5 out of 10 in the people's eyes. All right, it's our support girl, Tinkery. The lesser version of her bikini version. Wiki gives her an 8.5 out of 10. In Orbit during the story, she's an S. High difficulty, double S. Arena, she's only an A. Supporter specializing in buffing allies. Learns multiple excellent buffs. Last song with special skills will play an active role in long-term battles. So I've seen a lot of recommendation from the community that if you don't have Tinkery, Spirit Maiden Tyria is a really good second option, but if you do, you shouldn't chase Spirit Maiden Tyria so much. But from what I've seen personally as well, Spirit Maiden Tyria is insane. Her special skill 1, Spread Echo, increases strength by 20% for human units within the continuous attack range of light attributes against medium range enemies centered on themselves. Holy mackerel. So it is a damaging ability, but any human allies within the range are going to get that 20% strength buff, which is really good. Killer Tune, a long range attack with a light attribute on the enemy in front. When landing, it spreads to a medium range, continuously attack. So it's going to target one enemy, but as soon as it lands, it then turns into kind of a medium range centered attack. Alright. Star Halation, long distance continuous attack. Push the enemy on the front straight. Impart physical damage taken half barrier to all allies. Personality, Perfect Girl Idol, adaptation at the time of magic damage taken half barrier also grant. Okay. Well, you shoot a beam, and there's some kind of barrier effect that occurs with this one. I couldn't tell you what it does, though. Super special move, her ultimate cosmic stage. Special skill of all allies increases damage by 50%. For super essential damage, I think that's super effective damage, essentially. Increases break value when adapting to individuality. Perfect Bishoujo Idol, and also grants buff to increase damage during break. So just makes it so all allies are going to deal train damage once you're able to break shields, boss shields. Here are the traits that were mentioned above. The more cheers in the arena, the more allies and enemies on the field, the more the ultimate move gauge will increase by up to 25%. That is quite nice. Perfect Bishoujo Idol. When equipped with a cane, clothes, and accessories, special skills and super special moves show their true power. Sounds like they get an extreme buff. And the comments, the first buffer specialized character. So it sounds like she's the first. Whoa. These are all of the moves that, or the skills that she gets. I'm assuming in her ability board that increase ally everything. Oh, she's given stupid stat buffs for all allies. 20% strength, int, mind, 25% increase in SCT. Yeah, she's quite the insane buffer. To increase first, yep, you can learn Brave Feather that increases strength. Yep, Heat Live increases SCT. Heat Live, which you can learn by yourself, is very compatible with characters such as Vaughn and Zogras, whose SCT is slow to accumulate, so you want to bring her with the slow charging characters, obviously. Conditional Strong trait. Increase personality. Perfect Bishoujo Idol is a personality that activates when you have the proper equipment. Cane, clothes, well, staff, clothes, and accessories. But it is a powerful personality that adds the number of buffs that you give your special abilities and super special moves. Okay. Healer Operation is also recommended. In addition to buffering, it is also recommended to operate Tinkery as a healer. You can use her as a recovery role if you learn recovery magic, because you will acquire many excellent auxiliary skills such as Goddess's Kiss that absorbs MP when attacking normally, and Decoy that automatically recovers when dying. Ooh. So yep, look at like just how we saw in the Arc video that I last posted. They recommend putting God Heal on her, Resurrection. So yeah, give her all the buffs that you can, plus a couple key healing skills, and she's probably just keeping everyone alive and hitting crazy and surviving. Yep, HP up, MP up, Spirit up, Fast Metis, which I still don't know. I think that's magic power. I can't remember. So this Decoy skill is interesting. HP becomes 0, automatically recovers only once. I feel like you need to put that on every single character you have almost. And the people give her a 9 out of 10, so a higher rating than the wiki gives her, I believe. Yep. She's a fan favorite. She's a fan favorite. You gotta love that perfect buffer. They just make the team look so good. And lastly, for this part, we're looking at Randy. Love that basic name. And the wiki gives him an 8.5 out of 10. I know he used to be the best of the best at one point in time. And how things can change. In story progression, he's an S. High difficulty, he's an S. Arena, he's an S. Some strong points and features: non-attribute attacker specializing in Slayer, which I believe is just normal attacks. His traits further increase damage to special attack opponents. Excellent motion of special skills 1 and 2. I don't know what that means based off that translation. Special skill 1, Full Moon Slash. Continuous attack on enemies in a small area ahead. Great effect on immortal creatures? Undead, I'm assuming. Undead creatures. Possibly. Special skill 2, 3-stage slash. Continuous attack on enemies in the front middle range. Great effect on beasts. Beast enemies. Okay, so yeah, he's specializing in attacking certain types of enemies. Special skill 3, large wheel slash. Continuous attack on a wide range of enemies in front. Great effect on spirits. Huh. Yeah, he's pretty dope. It's pretty cool. His skills are nice. And his super special move, Torpedo Whirlwind Slash. Powerful continuous attack on enemy against a single enemy. Great effect on fish. Dang. Oh, it's quick. That's a quick ultimate. It probably just shreds down any kind of fish enemy. Here is traits: Hero of the Holy Sword. When equipped with a sword, consumes 10% of the maximum MP and increases the power by 20%. Very nice. Mana's Blood. When a special attack occurs, the power is increased by 10%. Okay, during the event period, the special attack effect of physical attack is activated on the Sacred Beast of the Holy Sword boss. That's the collab boss, no? Yeah, this was just relevant to whenever the collab was going on, but I believe this still stands. So when he's attacking with one of his specials, it's just increased by 10%, which is solid. Commentary: very good acquisition skills as a physical character. Okay. Attack raises, sword boosts, etc. Non-attribute attack raises a skill that strengthens non-attribute attacks. And Randy rides all normal attacks and feats. It can be expected that the SC will be 11, like other raises when it is implemented in the arc in the future. So it is also an advantage that a large amount of SC... Okay, so non-attribute attack damage, they're saying, will be an 11 cost for SC. So Randy gets that for free, essentially. Power is further increased when a special attack occurs. Randy is an effect of the trait Mana's Kinship, has the effect of increasing power by 30% when special attack occurs. Since the effect of individuality of traits is added to the special attack, you can greatly benefit from the Killer/Slayer. And Slayer has to do with his special skills. I made a mistake. Killer is your normal attack. Slayer is referring to your special skills. General purpose attacker, they recommend giving him Wind Drum, obviously all the attack ups, critical ups, sword boost, dual wield, pursuit. I'm guessing a lot of these skills that they recommend are pretty standard. Like, depending if you're a physical attacker, you want all of the attack up skills. You want all of the critical up skills. Things like aiming at key points, proud force. I think those are just staples that you need to put on physical damage dealers. You know, you probably put your int ups and your MP ups on all of your casters. So I need to remember this and figure out what skills give that. People give him a 9.8 out of 10, so still highly revered by the community. Much respect to the boy, Randy. All right, we're going to stop there. Do a 4 for foe, a foe for foe if you frequent Wendy's a lot. For these tier 2 videos. This was part 1. I'll do part 2. These last 4 that you can see in the tier list. And I love it. I love it. Every time I do one of these, I feel like I'm picking up something new, just enhancing my knowledge so that I can go back into the game and approach things that much more strategic. I hope it's helping any new players or refreshing any information for older players, inspiring you to try out new things or do new tests with certain characters that we're revisiting. And with that being said, y'all know what I say. Work hard, play harder. See you in the next video.